Satang Prasanga.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and welcome to today's session. How are you doing? I pray that all is well with you and your families at this time. So today we're moving on to the next letter, and it's a letter to Radha Damodar Das from New Vrindavan. So Prabhupada starts the letter by saying, so letter to Radha Damodar Das, New Vrindavan, 2nd September 1972. And then he writes it in reverse again, numerically, the date, Denver. And then he starts the letter. My dear Radha Damodar Das, please accept my blessings. I thank you very much for your letter dated August 25th, 1972. So 25 to 2nd September, that's 7 days. So within a week, Prabhupada has replied to his letter here. And Prabhupada says, and I appreciate very much for your kind sentiments. Yes, the Bhagavad Dharma discourses here in New Vrindavan are going on very nicely, and daily several hundred devotees and guests are coming to hear, and it is truly a wonderful time. Wow, so they're having Bhagavad discourses. You must remember, these are all Western devotees. I doubt there's any Indian devotees there at this time in New Vrindavan, 1972. And they're having Bhagavad discourses, so you can imagine the environment and that it's just unfathomable that in the Western country, people are relating so eagerly to Krishna consciousness, to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. It's never been done like that before. And here Prabhupada, they're writing a letter to Prabhupada telling him, just see, hundreds of devotees are coming and we're reading and hearing about the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad discourses, and it's becoming a very wonderful event. So Prabhupada is very pleased with this, very, very pleased. Although in Vrindavan and other places in India, he would warn against it, that don't just have this Bhagavad Shabda and expect people to come, and he wasn't in favor of that. He said that's just cheating. Bhagavat means every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That's why we have, every day we have Bhagavatam class in any ISKCON temple. Every day there'll be Bhagavatam class. So Prabhupada has started that. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Prabhupada then goes on to say, I am glad to hear the nice report about St. Louis Temple, and also that you are training yourself up nicely to be a serious preacher of Krishna consciousness movement. That much is wanted. So Prabhupada is commenting about the St. Louis Temple. If you remember in a previous letter, these two devotees, husband and wife couple, had helped in that temple. So now it seems to be going very well. Prabhupada is commenting on that, and now he's commenting on that this devotee has a desire to be a preacher. And it's a very sincere desire, because not everybody will go that way. Not everybody is a preacher, but everybody is a preacher. There's a nice saying, I think it's Saint Francis of Assisi, who used to say that you should preach the whole day, and if you get a moment, say a few words. That is quite profound, because what he's meaning is you should preach by your example. And that in our tradition is called Acharya, one who leads by example. So you should preach by your example, and if you get a chance, say something about Krishna. We do the opposite. We just want to tell everybody about Krishna. This is good also, but we don't want to put people off. And when they hear the philosophy, you don't realize that what people are thinking in their mind is he practicing any of this? And they want to see it in your behavior. What kind of a person are you? What kind of dealings do you have? What kind of nature do you have? Has it changed since you've practiced this philosophy? So all of these things people are asking. So, Prabhupada was very eager. He would say, if I had 12 men, I could take over the whole world. And we see it has been done before. Yudhishthir Maharaj has did it. He, after the battle of Kurukshetra, he took over the whole planet as emperor of the whole planet in a few days. So Krishna can do it, and he can empower his devotees to do it. So preachers, if we have the proclivity to become preachers, this is a very wonderful thing. Even Krishna appreciates that in Gita. Ya idam paramam guyam. The one who preaches to the devotees, that person is very, very dear to me. So we take shelter of Krishna's words, Prabhupada's encouragement, and we try to do something. Usually when we think of preacher, we think giving big class. Sitting on Vyasasana and giving big class, telling everybody all their faults and preaching to everybody. And you, no, I'm okay. So it's not like that. Preacher means by your example, and whatever you do, whatever you're doing by your example, the way you're connecting with people, all of that is telling people about the tradition you're following. So in that way, anybody can preach. Old people, young people, children. Saraswati, the little child of Malti, she used to preach. You know Krishna? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This little child. Whoever she knew, that's all she knew, and that's all she needed to know. And she would tell everybody, Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So whatever you know about Krishna, share that with people. And that's preaching. That's preaching. So Prabhupada would say here, sincere men who will become very strong for preaching work throughout the world on behalf of Krishna. So Prabhupada wanted this training, that everybody be trained on how to speak about Krishna. Read out, if you can only speak what you have in your heart, what you have learnt. So you need to read the books, you need to hear from the devotees. So therefore, a lot of study needs to be done, and hearing. And naturally, once you hear and study about Krishna, you naturally want to speak about Krishna. So Prabhupada goes on to say here, now you apply yourself to this task very seriously and become learned in all the aspects of Krishna consciousness philosophy, and take this opportunity in this lifetime to go back home, back to Godhead. So Prabhupada is saying, if you do this, learn the philosophy well, share it with others, follow the principles, do some devotional service, in this lifetime, guaranteed you will go back to Godhead. Wow, that's powerful, huh? Prabhupada then continues, I have not yet seen the devotee sketchbook number 2, but I shall see it when I again return to Los Angeles. Hoping this meets you well and in good health, your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So it's a short letter today, but the message is deep. Learn something about Krishna and share it. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission also. This is what he's saying. Jare deke tare kaha Krishna upadesh. Whoever you see, you just tell them about Krishna. Something, whatever you can. And by your nature, by your practice, people will be inspired. What is this person is different? This person is really different. I'm reminded of Jayananda Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple who we see on the Rath Yatra cards. He had that beautiful spirit. And wherever he would go, people would be so inspired to give and to hear. So when he passed on, many people were like moved that, whoa, he was a wonderful person. So we need to have that kind of an impact on people. And we preach according to the circumstance. We don't give overdose, then people get indigestion. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something from today's class. Please join us again tomorrow. Hare Krishna.